It's been so long, I almost forgot how to set up one of these. Alright, I can wear my glasses. I don't have to VTube eye track. Wow. When the turf is war? Wow. Greetings, everyone. Jack here. I know Ojin's been taking the hot seat for a while, but it's my turn to actually play. Yippee! Hopefully you're all doing well. Happy Monday night, Memorial Day night. So yeah. Jack's starting soon screen. Yeah, no, it's been so long. It's like, wow. Jack, I have my own starting soon screen and ending screen. And like, it's been a while since, you know, I'm here. OG's been, you know, doing everything with the channel. Wow. So hopefully you're all doing well. Happy Memorial Day if you celebrate. Happy, whatchamacallit, day off of work if you had off work. Overall, happy Monday, start to the week. Hopefully, if you didn't work, that means you have only a 4-day week, which is nice. 4-day weeks are pretty cool. So I'm very looking forward to that. So, hello Pearl Cherry and Violet. Hello Puggy. Hello Joseph and Dylan and Nobody. And yeah, hey Joseph, I said Joseph. Okay. Yippee! And Shoy Guy. Shoy of Guy. Take 12-hour shift on a holiday is ridiculous. I don't know why. That shouldn't be allowed at all, Shy Guy. But hopefully that means you get OT. So, yay? Question mark? Anyway, I just have a 4-day week. I had a 4-day week last week. Wow. See? You just had ones now. Teehee. Alright, so if y'all don't remember, I don't do pools anymore. If you want to join, make sure you are on the friends list. Friend code is 2878-8264 1692. I had to memorize that. Well, I didn't have to memorize it, but I have memorized it just because of how many streams I've done throughout the years. You know, I'm sadly an old NB, you know. I'm old. Back in my day, I used to stream Splatoon 2 private battles while in between college. This pretty much was my life for how long? So, wait until rotation gets almost rotation. We will do a quick bonus game, is what we'll do. So if anyone wants to quickly hop in for a quick warm-up game, go ahead and hop in. Hello, Snow Jelly. Hopefully you're doing well. If you want to join for a quick bonus, make sure you're friended. Then you'll get the invite through just the friends list. We got Joseph, we got Violet. Can we get one more folk for a quick warm me up? Perfect. Welcome in Nightmare. And as of course, as the stream title suggests, tonight, I'm just gonna do Booyah bomb weapons. We're gonna summon 500 Booyah bombs. Just like 500 cigarettes. But yeah, hopefully, if Nightmare ready's up, we can do this quick warm-up game before, you know, doing a proper rotation when the maps rotate, which we are. Yippee! Do-do-do. Yeah, back to the old turf war and vibe. Stuck in bed, can't really do much. All good, Snow Jelly. Sorry to hear you're stuck in bed. Hopefully you feel better if you're, you know, feeling sicky. Alright, we're off, team. First Splatoon match in a month. Let's make it count. Yippee. I think last time I played was the fest. I could be wrong. Definitely a lot happens within a month, so... Hello, Maniacal. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully my 500 Booyah bombs can come in handy, T. We'll see. Not, I also have... Oh, I thought they would fall for my little, you know, trying to bait them over there. No, I almost fell. Okay. Whee! Summon the Autobomb army. Whee! They hit away. They jumped away. They jump. No, I was just about to... dang it. Sorry, Vi. I tried. They're a little too fast. Uh-oh. Nope. Not the hammer. Back in the shirt you start out with in Splatoon 3 instead of putting you back in the shirt you were before. It's probably just hard-coded into the game that way. I would assume it was just a hard-coding thing because that's like the only outfit that every player is guaranteed to have. So they probably just hard-code it in that way. That would make the most logical sense from a programming perspective. It's like, oh, this is the shirt that everyone's guaranteed to have. So by default, after Fest is over, it puts you in that shirt. So that's probably the most logical explanation for that. Dude, jeez, am I rusty? I'm sorry. I'm not really doing too good, but hopefully I can re-get some of my mojo back a little bit. And if not, I will... Teehee, I have Auto Bomb and Booyah Bomb that can kind of be useful. Either way, warm-up's complete. Now we'll do proper legit rotations, which was just the typical drop-ins. We'll try to take over our lobby. And folks can just join through the drop-in feature. Our second time using a wiper in a while. Whoopee! Also, wow, I did not get a single kill. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Hello, Andy. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, well. We can get Gamba. Which... nothing really there. That's fine. Alright, so drop-ins. Stages. Scourge Gorge. The Maria Hub. Let's give it a world drop in through the friend list. If you send a friend request, just let me know. I would like try to be checking my phone too, accept friend requests in between. Try my best to. Again, I feel really rusty trying to host a Splatoon stream after doing how many different games have we been streaming? We've been doing a lot, TLDR. May I Stream has been the forefront of everything. Yes, like 20, lol. Yeah, no, it's like a lot. So like trying to audio balance, trying to, you know, get in the feeling of all those different games, trying to do a lot. It's a lot. Trying to do a lot's a lot. Who knew? Yeah, nice tag team. Aww. How many games? Too many games. Wow, TMG reference. Funny enough, I was just talking to a certain little hopping creature about TMG not too long ago. Just kind of like cooking a little bit, trying to make sure we got a rough game plan, which we do, teehee. Very excited for it. If this goes well, I will probably be doing Airbnbs for the rest of my future TMGs, and maybe I can like hang out and have like get-togethers and stuff like that. Basically, this is a huge experimentation year for me. If it goes well, then it could start a tradition, which I'm very excited for. Dead Tired itself. That's a good title to have for Insomhex. Being like dead tired. Whee! How are they not? Okay. They are slippery. Ow, they're still here. Working during Memorial Day was rough, but only enough grilling is currently banned since we're in a fire ban. Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that, Andy. And sorry you had to work today, too. Why is, like, 3 people I know working on a holiday? It's so sad. I'm so sorry for y'all. Like, holidays are supposed to be, like, a nice place to take a breather and, you know, recuperate and, like, get ready to rock and roll. But having to work on a holiday, hopefully you at least get holiday pay, and if you don't, that's really scummy. I know I used to work a few holidays back when I was a security guard, which wasn't great. I'm not gonna go into that one too much, but oh my gosh. Working on a holiday and stressing out being a security individual, oh my gosh. This NB was going through it. Angelic demon for now, since we might give a Violet an angelic look for him, but still a demon though. Through and through. So, ooh! That's like the, you know those, like, creatures in the wilderness that kind of disguise themselves as their own predator? Or as their own, like, enemy? That's what that kind of reminds me of. Just hearing that. You know what I'm talking about, right? I forget, like, what the terminology for it is. It's like a kind of type of camouflage in a way, where it just, like, disguises itself as its, like, you know, enemy of sort. That's the best way I can word it. I'm not very good at wording things, but I'm hopefully you're picking up one of them. Defensive mimicry. Yeah, that. Okay, thank you. I didn't know the word for it. Yeah, defensive mimicry. And wow, we already got a good chunk of y'all. Yippee! And chat, I don't like to do this, but if you missed Splatoon, if you missed me doing these Splatoon streams, just drop a little likey so you know, like, hey, we missed Jack, we want Splatoon stuff. Making itself look like a snake. Yeah, that kind of stuff's cool. I think it's really neat. All right. That's more a reflection of her thoughts and feelings. Understandable. Violet soul reflecting and creating a physical form. Potentially, maybe. That's the way I'm envisioning it in my head. Like just like the Steven Universe projecting light kind of thing, but instead of like light, it's like, you know, just manifesting vessel. Whee! This way. Oh, I'm cooked. I wanted to Booyah bomb and I got splashed down. So you know how this stream's like 500 Booyah bombs because like the 500 cigarettes? Wouldn't it be cool if I make, I just thought of this one, for triple splashdown, 333 triple splashdowns. Just like, this is 500 Booyah bombs, but what if I get the triple splashdown, tee. Uh-oh. Whee! I'm here. Oh. I didn't see the bomb there. I wanted to, like, actually fight. Come on, I gotta get back in the groove. I've been rotting away from Splatoon. I need to get a little bit of my spark back, because clearly I don't have it. Well, I did a good chunk of damage, but oh, why is this map not bigger on the sides? There's like no flank. Oh, I almost got a kill. Yippee! Okay. Even if I couldn't do much, I wanted to paint. Yeah, I did not do much of anything. I was trying to make a comeback, but nah, I did not have enough paint to do much of anything. Good try, though. GG. That's how all our blurbs work. Yippee! That's awesome. We're actually heavily inspired by Steven Universe gems. That's awesome. That's cool. Uh-oh, someone disconnected. I didn't notice that. A lot of Jack and OG lore is pretty much an amalgamation of everything I sort of absorbed from media. I know that a lot of the Soul lore was first heavily inspired off of Undertale, but I kind of twisted my own things into it as well. Like the whole like idea of the raw emotion being so strong and manifesting as a like element of like nature. So like plasma or electricity. You have like nature in the sense of like plant life. You have water. You have fire. I mean, I guess that's partially also maybe inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I want to add more stuff to it, like electricity. I mean, electricity's in Avatar, but it's more of like a branching off of fire instead of its own thing. Anyway, I'm rambling, but lore is fun to make up if you have original characters or if you have sonas and stuff. There's a lot I would love to flesh out in like proper lore videos. The only lore video I have so far is technically Ojin's Smoldering Flame, which is that like vent that Ojin has in their own personal study. How that their soul fire fuels them, yet they feel it fading and growing, and it's such a hurtful feeling whenever they feel their soul fire shrink, when they feel like they're not enough and they feel conflicted. That was like the only lore video I made, but I'm hoping I can make more if I, you know, am confident enough to do so, because there's so much I want to create. It's just I feel a little stuck sometimes, and the easiest thing I can do is just talk. So that's why streaming's my #1 thing. I'm good at talking, I think, but I'm not good in other capacities like editing or, you know, actually making myself sit down and create something. I get distracted way too easily. Lots of inspiration for many places and lots of our own stuff. Yippee! You know, I have like everything in my head, but I don't have everything articulated. And I want to articulate it in either writing. Well, I have some of it in writing, but I want to like properly do everything in writing or voice acted. Like voiced over more so, because you're not really acting when I'm just being myself. Unless I make lore videos on like Mori and Lynn and Hex. Then I could voice act those. Announcer, Shadow. There's a lot of characters I have that I would voice. Not many characters I are mine that I wouldn't voice, exception being Wuda for sure, because I think Mike pulls off a very, like, knowing how to do a very entitled asshole voice, like voice act Wuda well. And it fits too, because Wuda's technically a variant of Ojin. And since I see Mike as like a younger Sib figure, it just kind of work. I want to put down an auto bomb last minute and I couldn't. Sorry, my stream yesterday, watched the VOD though. Okay, that's good, King Pollo. Yeah, as I said in that VOD, I'm sorry it's not my cup of tea. And it could just be me being a beginner, but I feel like the leveling curve or learning curve is very high, and there's just, I don't know if it's unbalanced or just the learning curve's just that high. But I can understand why you would really like that game. I understand why you or other folks would love Ultra Rumble. But I gave it my shot. I'm sorry it's not my personal cup of tea, but I'm happy that you have a game that's really cool. It is a cool game. Like, there's a lot, especially if you're a huge fan of the My Hero universe. I think that's cool. Very unbalanced sometimes. Yeah, no, it's like, I feel like the stun locking is the thing that genuinely started to frustrate me. the stun, like when you get stun locked and you can't even like do anything but just like see yourself get ragdolled. More lore inspiration. Well, there you go. And lore can help be useful. Teehee. Or, you know, all sorts. You can get lore ideas from everything, even opposing ideas. Or, you know what I mean. I fell asleep, but before you went live with the VR stream yesterday, Jack, just in case you were wondering where I went. All good. You should get proper EP. Just because I don't sleep doesn't mean y'all shouldn't. Y'all should sleep. I lost a 333 on Lumeria. Sorry to hear that, Bugizzy. I missed that comment earlier. I'm trying to catch up on stuff I missed when I was locked into the game. Return Memorial Day. It was rough. Oh, you know, I read that, and then where I'm at, the only holidays we close are Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Damn. Sorry to hear that. I hope you get, like, some kind of additional pay, and if not, that, again, stinky. I'm not good at this game. Yeah, opposite ideas is accurate, lol. Yeah, no, it's like even opposite ideals and ideas, you can still pull inspiration from, because then you know what, like, you know, is a contradiction then. You know what's, like, opposing thought, and that can help inspire you more. Honestly, I'm not gonna say who it was, but I heard something today that was, like, very opposite of my thought process, and I was like, huh, this is perfect inspiration for my Jack lore. This is good for my Jack origins on why Jack would want to leave the opposing ideals. Hi, Joseph. Hi, Joseph. I was trying to be tricky with it. Shouldn't have been tricky with it. Oh, I was just about to Booyah bomb right there. To gradually in the game and get access to more characters is fun, but not a very beginner friendly at times. Yeah, no, it definitely felt not beginner friendly, and it felt like it's definitely for the free to play stuff. It seems like it's a bit of a grind to get more stuff, which I get. That's like how, you know, gacha game can work, but yeah. And they were closed all day today. Talk about unfair. You know, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I feel like if anything, a pharmacy should be open because medicine's important? Question mark? Like, how's medicine not important enough to stay open? But like, restaurants and stuff are. I mean, I guess, you know, people need to go somewhere on the holiday, but still. I don't know. It just feels confusing. Uh-oh. I was just aiming. Getting sick on a holiday. Well, guess I'll die. It was like, wow. No pharmacy open? That's crazy. Yeah, I don't get that at all. All right, I'm gonna swap my weapon because Stamper's not treating me too well, and I'm not very good with Stamper. Sadly, none of my wives, I mean rollers, are have Booyah bomb. No roller Booyah, so instead, unless I'm really close, in the end, I'm nowhere close. I'm going to. I'm gonna also mix it with 75 torpedoes. I'm playing the game since season 2 and I still don't have every character in the game though. Close to it. Yippee! Hopefully you get all the character. Well, you know, I said there's no rollers. Oh yeah, because like Carbon's my child, yeah. Wives, plural. Yeah, I have wives, plural, when it comes to Splatoon weapons. Yeah, no, Carbon's my my child. I meant the other wives, like Dynamo and Big Swig. I meant like those. Carbon's my offspring. Unless I have more kids, like, who knows, maybe I'll make a Flings a child. Who knows? No, as I like to joke around that I'm polyamorous when it comes to Splatoon weapons because, you know, I love my roller. Don't get me wrong, but I'm seeing so many other weapons. I bounce around weapons like a pinball machine sometimes. I don't know if I deserved that, but okay, thank. Roller kiss. At least I can paint better. If I can't get the kills, at least I can get some paint. I know you're right here. I can't aim. I just can't aim, apparently. Committing artillery instead of adultery. It's an artillery. That's genius, actually. That's so smart. I tip my beanie to you, Andy. That is very clever. It's fine. We have an open marriage. It's okay. My wife Rolly knows what I'm about. In the wise words of Derek from Legend of Vantris, that's very funny. Holy fuck, that's so funny. In the most monotone voice. Also, Michael says that a lot too, I'm pretty sure. That's very, they all say that actually. I've heard Andy say, the other Andy, the Legends of Adventures Andy say it too. That's very funny. I need to watch more Legends of Adventures. I'll probably binge listen to them at work because I'm done binge listening to Steven Universe already, sadly. I go through so many hours of media just listening in my headphones while I'm being a data specialist. Just because, like, my job's not difficult, it's just very time consuming. And so, well, it can be difficult at times. There's some times where the data's a pain, but a lot of the times it just takes a lot of time. And so you have a lot of time just to listen to a lot. To reveal the 10th anniversary code, they had a 13-hour-long stream of an image of a cabin and nothing else, just for it to be Jason. Wow. That's a long. How did we win that? Oh. You're asking the wrong NB here. I don't know. Yeah, that was 3% still. I'm not winning a lot. Yay. Yay for not winning. Yippee. Pew. Hello, Ash. Hopefully you're doing well. I feel like the time I was most competent at a Splatoon game was when I was doing nothing but Splatoon 2 for like the longest time. That was like, I want to say that was like pretty much sophomore year of college. I mean, I would do a few other things from time to time. I did like a 9 to 10 hour stream of Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2. I remember. I also remember Kirby and the Forgore doing that when that first came out. Good to have your sword back. Yippee! I mean, it's nice to be back in Splatoons, I will say. Because it has been some time. It's like visiting an old friend that you always got along with. Or mostly got along with, because there are times where I don't get along with Splatoon, but still, it's nice. Kirby and the Forgotten Job application. Wow, when did that happen? I just know Kirby and the Forgore land. Kirby doesn't even know the concept of land, so he Forgore. Oh, hi. Ouch, my neck is killing me. That's what I get for mowing, but I have to do what I gotta do, but sometimes it ain't no fun. Adulting can stink when it comes to like chores. Hi, Forgore. Hello, fellow Angel. Hopefully you're doing well. Yep, this is my origins. I'm mostly known as I used to be known, really, as half Splatoon, half Variety. I've been doing a lot more Variety than Splatoon lately, but still really where I got my start. And, you know, my other OC, Jack here. And this is the reason why I'm named Jackogień. Ojin's my persona, while Jack is my Splatoon Sona. Or Splat Sona. I'm gonna go this way. Booyah bomb. Ow. Try to hide behind a pillar and it did not work. Hello, NCT. Hopefully you're doing well. Should trademark the Splat Soda. Nah, Splat Soda is not something I can trademark. That's been said a long time ago by many different folks. Splat Soda is just like a nice thing that rolls off the tongue for your Splatoon persona. Splat Soda. It's just it's simplicity. But hopefully you're doing well, DJ Plays. I am definitely out of practice when it comes to this game. Because I'm kind of getting dominated a bit, but it's fine. Maybe I'm just not vibing with the weapon class. Let's go back to basics here. Nothing wrong with going basic. So, might do some shooter. That's like trying to copyright for Soda. Hope to the stars, no corporation ever thinks about it. Yeah, no, please don't. It's like, hee hee hee, you can't use the word for Soda without sliding me $5. It's like, no. Yeah, the only thing I would ever trademark or copyright is like maybe some game concepts or my own music if I ever actually get around to getting a composition software. I've been procrastinating on it. You wish you unlearn skill. No, it's fine. See, for me, it's like I need to, like, the way I see like PvP games, you just kind of need to like, it's like keeping a machine well oiled, right? Like you just gotta oil it and, you know, make sure like the cogs and wheels don't lock up. As right now, that's how I am. Like my wheels of comfortability have rusted, and so I'm not as comfortable with Splatoon as I used to be because I don't play it as often. So I need to like sort of build back up that comfortability in order to be how I used to be, play how I used to play. Oh, you're behind me. Hi, Violet. Greetings, I return. I'm laying down. Yeah, no, it's so unfair that you work 12 hours on a holiday. I'm so sorry, Troy Guy. Get the rest you deserve. Also, I gotta make sure my music is actually shuffling properly because it's playing 2 Pokemon songs back to back, and that makes me worried. I do have a lot of Pokemon lo-fi, but I just want to make sure, you know. Oh, I did that to myself. Okay, well, I can't really help you there other than just give you a thumbs up and be like, good job, you got through the day and you got Cromer smile. I picked up 2 extra hours, yeah. I mean, Cromer? Question mark? Topic discussion next VR chat stream, probably. Or eventually. Because, like, oh my gosh. I don't know how many holidays I worked during 2025? Pretty sure I worked a few holidays during 2025. Where other folks had off and I'm like, nope, sorry, I can't do anything. I have work. Especially because I used to be like a really weird schedule. Like I used to be like I would work every Friday. And so like every Friday and Monday, I think I was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No, that's what it was. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because I wasn't full time. I was like, what's the closest you can be to full time without being full time? Like it was like it was bi-weekly, right? So 1 week was 40 hours and the other was 32. And I think it just like every other Sunday. I don't know if it was like I think it was maybe every other Sunday. No. I can't remember. It's been so long since I worked. My first video hate comment? No, I did not. I don't think I had. Cromer was time and a half I needed for PC payment. Understandable. Oh yeah, I need to make sure my music's actually shuffling. Is it? What was the last song that played? Was it Verdant Turf? It was Verdant Turf. It's not shuffling. There we go. Okay, we'll shuffle now. This is such a good match until the DC. Yeah, it was going good. I'm painting. Smile. Engagement is engagement, Handy, and y'all are clowning on them, so I'm just sitting here with a smile on my face. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're clowning on them. Honestly, I probably should have done that with Imagine Dragons records. I made a video on my vinyl record collection. I got 2 hate comments being like, "Oh, ew, an Imagine Dragons fan." I didn't pull a shy guy and like, you know, accept it. I was like, I don't like to see that. I'm just gonna remove it. I can try to look up what the hate comment is. It your wait? You said your first video, or do you mean like your new video? I'm assuming maybe the new video because I know you were making a new ranking on the project. Oh, I see it now. Wow, what a nothing of a username too. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, like, I don't want to mock, like, I'm gonna mock people who are hateful. It's like, what a nothing burger of a username, too. Just, what is this person trying to cook? Because clearly they are not cooking. And they left 2 hate comments, too, I'm noticing. I see 2. You know what? Make sure you comment. It boosts engagement. Yeah, pretty much. Even hate comments. And welcome in, Ash. Oh, yeah. I read the username right. Yippee. I did see somebody... Actually, I saw another creative approach similar to what Shy Guy's doing. Just like letting it slide or letting it run. There was somebody else who was like, oh, I was going to leave a hate comment, but I'm too tired under another furry content creator. And they like hearted the comment and replied. I was like, oh, well, thanks for the comment. And sorry you're too tired to leave a hate response is what they said. Engage it however you want. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't have the mental fortitude for that. I'll be completely real. I don't have the mental fortitude or patience to deal with that BS. To quote Lapis Lazuli, I do not have the strength to deal with it. That's pretty much how I view it. Is like, I just don't have the strength to deal with it at all. But lamer, yeah, it's just like, It's like, they didn't really, I think they just like made a lamer. That's why I was like, wow, that feels like a nothing burger where they tried to make a reference to something and then just like they just like gave up halfway through trying to make a reference. I don't know, people are hateful for no reason. My biggest theory is that a lot of people lash out at others because they are so confident in themselves that they push others down just to make themselves feel good, which is a very common thing I'm noticing amongst like hateful individuals, where they're hateful just to try to like, oh, because people, you know, made fun of them maybe in the past, now they make fun of others. And it's like an infinite loop, and it's like, geez. I don't know. Psychology's weird. Souls are weird. That's why I am just most 99.9% of the time I follow the lapis lazuli mindset of just like, I don't have the strength to deal with it. I don't have the strength to deal with individuals. The whole thought process of this hater too being like, your opinions are not based on anything of substance. It's like, it's media. You don't have to have substance behind your perspective. It's your perspective. That's the point of like tier listing, ranking, whatever. You're just expressing how you take things and how you personally rank them. That it doesn't have to be like, I don't get this hater being like, oh, the opinions are not based on anything. An opinion doesn't have to be based on anything. An opinion is just an opinion. What are you talking about? That bullies bully out of self-consciousness. Yeah, for real, I feel like that's a thing. One of our favorite comment sections ever is a form of Vocaloid song we really like where a homophobe made a really long rant that I got reversed as a copy pasta. That's so funny. I love when that happens. Genuinely, like it's just like, oh, their own words are getting twisted against them and then reflected into a positive thing, which is awesome. Keep on doing that, internet. Keep on making bad things into good things. That's awesome. Love that you can do that. Travel that beating heart of stone. I had to be so cold to make it in this world. Unnatural beating heart of stone. Had to be so cold, but reignited my light. Reignited my fire. I had to be so cold. I was a stone, but now I'm a roaring flame. Tee. Deep inside me, I'm fading to black. I'm fading. I can taste it. The end is upon me. I swear I'm gonna make it. I gotta make it. Whee! Alright, I gotta really live up to the idea of 500 Booyah bombs, I'm realizing. I think that'll help me. I just need to just keep on painting and keep on Booyah bombing. Maybe I should change my thing to be another quick special charge up. That way I can really get ripping with the Booyahs here. Whee! Come on, get me up there, get me up, get... Yippee! Okay, there we go. Oh, I want to do paint. There we go. I see you, friend. Friend. Yippee! Wow. I think we got it. It's gonna be close. Wow, 0.3%. Good game. That's the kind of turf wars I like to see. it going either way, it being that close. Your sis taught you to make loaded fries. That's cool. Keep going. They're bomb. Yippee! I step out from you could just call me Fel? Okay. If that's easier. Either or Fel, but hopefully you're doing well. You know, despite having to step out. Hopefully your Monday's treating you well. You know, kind of to go back on the ramble a little bit, I kind of got hooked into the game. I don't understand folks who are like, who bash others for like the whole like just discussion type videos. You know what I mean? Like if you're just discussing or ranking or whatever a form of media, whether it's song, whether it's game, it's your take on it. Like, how can it be wrong when it's your take? Sad girl colon 3 mood times 3. Wow, I didn't notice that username. Oh, there it is. Sad girl. I'm like sad 10% girl. I don't know. That whole part of my life is still kind of in the closet pretty heavily. But opinions are bad. Not really. Like when it comes to media opinions, like you can just have your own takes, and that's a good thing about it, you know. Choose to be miserable in the world at this point. I mean, that seems fair. Like I understand like genuinely being miserable. Trust me, I've been there and I still be there at a lot of times, but still you have a choice on how you act on your emotion. It's feeling emotion is valid. Feeling miserable or frustrated or angry, emotions are very, very natural and very understandable. But to belittle people, to bash people for liking something or not liking something or not liking something enough or not enjoying something too much or whatever, like it just, I don't know, it's all complicated and it doesn't need to be. I feel like it really doesn't need to be that complicated, because that's the beauty of art and media. It's supposed to be subjective. What I might love, others might dislike, or other people might love, or some people might just think it's okay. That's completely understandable. I love Splatoon here. I mean, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Splatoon. There's definitely days where I really don't care for it, but I still overall care about it. And if people hate it, I'm not gonna bash them for it. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, that's fair. The only thing that I think is, I don't think you can have a concrete, you know, thought process on a game unless you give it a proper chance, I think. And that goes for a lot of things. That goes for people. That goes for food. You can't, like, you can say, like, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like this thing, and if you want to try it, but you don't have to necessarily try it either if you're not comfortable with trying a game or food or whatever. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense there, because I feel like I'm kind of just yap, jaws going flap, flap, flap without it making sense, and I'm wanting it to make sense. Like, the whole thought process of, like, folks can change their mind or try something new, but it's okay to not try something new either if, you know, you don't want to. And that's a completely valid thought process too. Like, if you don't want to, if you think you're not going to enjoy something, like, for instance, if it wasn't for me being a streamer, I probably would have never touched Pizza Tower. It seems like not my thing, and I was gonna be blissfully unaware of it, but I'm gonna try it because I am, you know, a streamer, and I wanna, you know, honor my May I Stream series, but it's perfectly okay to not try a game too, or not watch a movie or whatever. I'm glad I'm making sense, because I feel like I'm just like, my lips are going at 1,000,000 miles an hour without very much coherent thought, and I'm worried that the lack of coherent thought is gonna make it not able to understand or make sense. Man, I just finished grilling? Ooh, that sounds great. Hopefully you have a good meal, DJ Plays. Listen to the Pizza Tower final boss theme. It very much kicks ass. I will give that a proper shot. I'm definitely not going to make it to the final bass. The final bass? Okay, the final boss of Pizza Tower, probably within only like a 2-hour stream, but I'm always willing to listen to video game OSTs. Also, Nobody? Are you in the game? Yeah, hi, Nobody. I just like saw the armor and I was like, that's gotta be Nobody, right? That's just her calling card. That's how I know it's her. I mean, I know that a lot of people like that armor, but like seeing that, my brain just instantly goes like, oh, Nobody. And thanks for saying I'm coherent. I'm not a sweet cheek though. Grr. Whee! Wow. Whee! I forget what song this is, but it's nice. Let me check. Oh, it's Stardew. That's why. Okay. I haven't played much Stardew at all. Actually, I don't think I really played Stardew at all, but I was like, this music is good. What's this from? Oh, there we go. Gonna drop that down there. Sorry, Violet. You were pinned. You know, like the pinned radar thing. So I had to go after you. Echolocation. I mean, it's not echolocator. Point sensor. That one. Jeez, I even forgot the names of the items. That's how you know I haven't been playing Splatoon well enough, if I'm forgetting the name of sub-weapons and things. Wow, aura. Jackogię's blasting off again! Alright, this way. That's not really what I wanted, but that's fine. Whee! $500 Booyah bombs. No, I didn't win that 1v1. Jack the Washed Octoly. I'm not that washed. I'm just rusty. There's a fine line there. Washed is like, I can't do anything. I'm going 0-10 every game. Also, Ash, wow, that's like my Splatoon 1 gear. That's what I used to wear back in my Splatoon 1 days. I still need to commission someone for that. There's lore I want to do. I don't know if, I think I gave the synopsis a few times, but is it called Wash because you're no longer sweaty / stinky? Wow. Maybe. Who knows? But 30K until 4-star order. Yippee. But right, synopsis. Part of my lore that I'm kind of rewriting a little bit, but I'm kind of want it to be the case, Perhaps it's time for a change of pace. Yippee! But yes, the lore. Pretty much, I have my Captain 3. I don't know if I properly did it on the save file or not, but my Captain 3 and my Splatoon 1 Inkling, you know, the same person, same individual. That Inkling, I'm not gonna give the full name, I'm just gonna give the letter. So A, pretty much I want that lore to be left behind sort of a worn out, you know, Splatoon 1 gear that's mine, you know, like the forge paint mask, the anchor white tee, and the squid stitch slip-ons. Imagine those, but like worn out a little bit. So like, you know, kind of like just typical wear and tear you see on clothing. It's like maybe the white anchor tee's a little ripped. The paintball mask is like cracked in the middle. So you can't really see like the in between the eyes well, which is perfect for, you know, perfect for Jack, who's trying to hide that, you know, they're inoculating. And then they also combine that mask with just a loose beanie that they find in the same dumpster, which will be Jack's Splatoon 1 self versus the you know, the Inkling, my Inkling self. Whee! Also, that's a pattern I'm noticing I'm doing. If I don't want to like reveal a full name for something for a bit, I'm just gonna use like a letter. So I have A being my Inkling. I also have a gesture character, which is Z. That's all you'll know. Yeah, that's all you'll get for now. Until I properly reveal that character, maybe in a Tomodachi live stream or something down the line. Once I get the gesture outfit, which I still haven't gotten. But yeah, lore. I want to make more lore. I really want to commission someone for the actual outfit. Like Jack the Octoling, fresh to the surface, change of clothes, kind of thing. Living in a dump, kind of like living outside the dump in Black Belly until they get the Inkling disguise, and then they slowly work on you know, joining turf wars and stuff. One of the interesting tidbits I wanted to do for my lore too is that unlike most, you know how like when Inklings and Octolings die, the soul just like, or the little like mini octo or mini squid like floats up into the sky? I feel like they kind of do that out of exaggeration, right? But Mons, yeah, no, same here. I don't think I'm gonna commission it for a while. But yeah, you know that like thing that happens when you get splat, like it like floats upwards? Intentionally, whenever Jack and the Inkling disguise, instead of floating upwards, they just like go into the ink again when they get splatted, so no one sees that happening. I was aura farming that match. Yippee! So yeah, in my lore, I'm gonna make it so that, oh, they only do that to be dramatic. They only do that because like that's part of the sport. But because OG's trying, or like, wow, OG, because Jack is trying to hide that they're an Octoling for the first how long? Until the Great Resurfacing. They will purposely, if they get splat, they just will float back into their ink or just underground a little bit, because I feel like that would like float. I'm pretty sure, like if I got splat right here underneath the ceiling, it would float through the ceiling, which means it's like translucent, meaning that, you know, that thing that happens where you float up, instead of floating up, I would float down, or Jack would float down, and then go back to the respawn anchor underground so no one sees. Definitely short for adorable puppy. You can call Captain 3, whatever you want to call. If you want to use the codename Adorable, you can, even though it's inaccurate. So Adorable the Inkling basically had worn out sets of their clothes, and they ended up in the dump. Eventually, in the lore, A comes across Jack in just a regular turf war, and they're confused why somebody seems to be wearing pretty much worn out versions of their own clothes, and they're genuinely curious why this individual seems to be wearing their old outfit, like the same like stains in the shirt, the same rips and tears. It literally just looks like they pulled out their outfit from the dump, and so that causes like curiosity, and eventually they will encounter each other. I don't know the full like story of how they will encounter each other, but I want to flesh that out more, because I really want to interconnect Jack's lore a little bit with the agents. Not like directly, but like indirectly, if that makes sense. Like sort of like little Easter eggs or little things that happen, and maybe small interactions, like bumping in at a coffee shop and having like a 5-minute combo or something. That's freaking cool. Ah, thanks. I don't think it's that cool, but I want to interconnect my lore with whatever characters I use for my agents. So I want my Agent 8 to be their own character. Obviously, Inner Agent 3 or Agent 3 / Captain 3. And then I want another character to be, like, you know, Neo 3 and Agent 4. I've even debated on making Agent 4 Shadow, where Shadow in secret, like, that's why Shadow's so chummy with Sheldon, and that's another reason why Sheldon gives Shadow, like, allows Shadow to help with the development of weapon kits, is because, like, Sheldon actually knows that Shadow's an agent of the Squid Beak Splatoon. It's something I debated, but I'm not sure if I want to go that route. Shadow's one of the few lores that I haven't really done anything with since like 2020. And the last thing I had was that they were just sort of in a way, a child prodigy, just in the sense of like constantly wanting to gain intelligence, but also being completely socially oblivious. Kind of like how like Peridot was, like, right when, you know, she was first being redeemed in Steven Universe, like, very nerdy, very technical, gravity connectors, things like that. Kind of, like, not socially adept or understanding of, like, emotions or things of that nature. There's no chubby inkling or octoling. There should be. There should be. I'm chubby. I don't really mind being too chubby. So oh, to my limb enhancers. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, it'd be so cool to have limb enhancers. Where are my limb enhancers? This is for putting me in your bubble dungeon, and you called me cute. I love that scene so much. Just like, why are you attacking me? Why would you make such a miscalculation? Because you are cute? Nuh-uh. Not me nor any of my OCs or Sonas or variants or whatever. Nuh-uh. I mean, actually, wait. Maury and Lavender are kind of cute. Oh, and Lynn, I guess. No, Lynn's not. Lynn's just me, but more femme. So, she's not that cute. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Ah, crud. Do, 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 do. Wait, Pearl and Marina gave the answer to that? I don't remember that. Was that in I'm assuming that was just a text dialogue. Made the town red or whatever ink I get. Yippee! Phew! Oh, excuse me. Oh, I hate mowing. I swear I sneeze so much more after mowing. Oh, apparently Squid Jump burns a lot of calories? That makes sense, because they have to jump to whatever areas they're going to. Right, they leave from, like, the plaza and, like, super jump over to the different maps, so... That probably takes up a lot of energy. I would assume the same thing for, stuff like specials and stuff. Gazoon tight, thank you. Da, 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 da. Oh, chat, I want to show off a song, but it's probably going to get copyrighted. Okay, okay. I don't know if I yapped about this on stream. I don't think I did. But I wrote up a lore where somehow if Jack and Hex ever fuse, because they're variants of each other, they would make what is known as more or less a perfect fusion. Their souls, or, well, whatever's left of Hex's soul, would be like a really like quote-unquote perfect fusion where they just unite into one being that just feels kind of like Garnet. You know how Garnet is like so like such a healthy like relationship that she's like can stay Garnet for such long periods of time? It would be kind of like this, but instead of like the length of the fusion, it's more of like the strength of the fusion. The fusion is so strong because it mixes in both sides of the soul. Hex is the drained, the more just adapts to surroundings, while Jack is the more outgoing and more sociable. The outgoing, passionate soul fire mixing with the spiritual energy of Hex in the fusion makes a really just solid, like, individual. And I found a song that perfectly reflects that. It starts off, like, kind of like this, like a Lavender Town music box, and then it kind of gets a little bit more intense and dubstep-y. I don't really like too much dubstep, but the way that dubstep expresses itself. Oh yeah, hydrate. I do have water, thank you. But yeah, the way that fusion works and the way that song plays, it seems to perfectly encapsulate the spiritual side of Hex and just the outgoing burst of energy that Jack has. Also a mix with, like, you know, Hex's crazed state that they have. So it's kind of like a perfect mix of everything coming together. I even it's so cheesy. I don't care though. It's me. That's gonna be something I might have to quote myself on. I don't care. It's cheesy. It's me. I even made up like a dialogue. This song. I'm gonna shut up real quick. Sorry. This is a new song I added to it. This is a piano cover. I will go back to the Hex and Jack lore in a moment. But this piano cover, it's a mixture of Stronger Than You and like a wedding song. I added this today when I found it. Ah, dang it. Low state. Wow. Thank you, Andy. Ah, so close. If I could begin to be. I love that song so much. It's beautiful, right? It's so good. I'm gonna drop the link for it. It's beautiful. Here, let me... This is the link to that. It is so good. John Pumper is the name of the pianist who composed that. Very good stuff. Genuine goosebumps when I heard it for the first time. All right, back to talking about the lore thing. I'm trying to remember now. We were talking about the Hex and Jack fusion. Almost a perfect fusion, very stable and very strong because of combining the outgoingness and the soul fire with the spiritual energy. And then I have a song for it, but I'm afraid it's gonna get copyright claimed, that I listened to. But if you want to check it out, I will pull the name of the song. It is on Spotify, and I'm sure it's on YouTube then, because I just first discovered it through Spotify. And honestly, the song itself made me think of the fusion. Literally, I didn't even think about a Hex Jack fusion until I heard the song. And just like everything about the song, like how it starts up, and it starts very ghostly with like, you know, like the like da 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 da, and it's like actually someone singing in like a very like solemn, like, you know, like the trope about like ghost girls and how they like sing very hauntedly. It kind of starts off with that, and I wrote like kind of dialogue for the fusion being born while that part is going on with like the Lavender Town music box and the ghostly singing. It's basically Hex convincing Jack to fuse, because like, and it like there's like, you know, silly snarky dialogue from Jack in a way of like, I always thought I would be the one to suggest something like this. How bold of you, Hex. Like that kind of thing. And then like Hex is, you know, typical, you know, groggy, low energy, just You know, I'm kind of running out of options here. And we both know it would be the perfect way to get out of this. And then, you know, Jack, of course, agrees to it because, you know, it's me. I'm very enthusiastic. Teehee. It is like, all right, bud. Let's do it. Heard Between Two Realms, Realms of Darkness? I did not. Is that like a song? Is that a dialogue? I'm curious. But yeah, genuinely, my brain will think of so much dialogue and so much lore and so much stories and random stuff while listening to music or just zoning out while I like do mundane tasks. It's nuts. I don't know. I feel like my brain should be studied. Whee! Because I'm just like I feel like I'm either constantly thinking or just no thought head empty. There's no in between. It's a metronome. I'm going a million miles an hour. I'm just like, or I'm like, what's going on now? But yeah, let me find the song that I'm yapping about. Oh, and the fusion's name is I'm very silly with the naming. The fusion of Hex and Jack is called Hacks. So here, it's spelled like this too. Hex and Jack make hacks. Because genuinely, they're kind of cracked, so they hack. It's like they're hacking. Sounds adorable. No, it's not, grr. But, yeah, let me see if I can find it. I'm sure... I know it's in my top played because I've been listening to it a lot. There's all of my cassette beasts, some Deltarune, some Mario Galaxy, more Deltarune, Gangplank Galleon, this Pistol Love Song. There, no, that's what it's called. It's called Lavender Town Dream Eater. This is the song that made me, it's sung by Sagex. Wow, it says being Lex. Wait, what's it? What's the, Senbi Lex? Senbi Lex. That's what it is. No, wait. Senbi X. Yeah, wait, is that right? Senbi X? Yeah, Senbi X. I couldn't think of it. But yeah, this is the name. I'll type out the name of the song if anyone wants to listen to it. I'll do it after the match. I don't want to throw. Also, I'm gonna swap weapons because I don't want to be stuck on Aerospray the whole game or the whole stream. It's already 9:30. Jeez. Time flies way too soon, chat. I want to be responsible and end shortly after 10. But... why do I have work and responsibilities? You know, like the Senor Pello cry. That's like what I want to do, like from the underpants, just the just like that kind of like sob cry. Me when I have work. How did you not die? Dang it. I couldn't finish it off. I'll get you next time, Violet. Just use weight. Over here. Teehee. Alright, just go. Play a little bit more smart. Right? I can do that. I can play smart. Maybe. Possibly. Okay, maybe not. I'm more so... I should cover this. Hi, Violet! How am I not I can't aim. I can't aim. You were right there, and I just can't aim. With an arrow spray. The easiest weapon in the game to just go pew pew, and I couldn't go pew pew. Ah, that's twice. Twice I fumbled the bag. Anyway, song name. The song name Lavender Town Dream Eater by Sulk. There we go. Hey, you still won, lol. Yeah, but I may have won the war, but the battle isn't over, Crystal Clods. Anyway. I felt like I didn't really do so good. But, okay. Cool. I guess. Here we stand in time. This past, present, and future span. Wishes are the flame that lights up history. Where's the weapon for going 0 and 6? Oh, well. I didn't go 0 and 6, and then I went 4 and 3. That's a positive, right? Did I do good? Did I do a good job? Is the painting painters? Well, I think I painted my paint. I was the painter that painted, so I do's good. Maybe. Booyah bomb go! Hi, nobody! I didn't expect to get tag teamed. I try. I tried. I thought point bomb booyah bomb would work. Whee! I want to get 1000 P. Uh-oh. Why did I back away? I should have marched forward. Zones for tower control. There's a secret third option. Actually, there's a secret fourth option too. Actually, secret 5. There's 5 and 6 too. I forgot about. Maybe 7 and 8 if you have. There's a lot of options in Splatoon. Dang. You have zone tower. That's option 1 and option 2. Option 3 is turf war. Option 4 is table turf. Option 5 is salmon run. Option 6 is private battle. Unless I already said private battle. Hold on. Turf, private, table turf, salmon, alterna, or side order. So yeah, yippee! Lots of options. Yeah, that was actually a fun point at work. I had a nice conversation where there's no clan blitz and the bossing say, wow. But, yeah, go for better. All right, take care, Ash. Ow, my arm. Pop weird. A fatal flaw in our choice to use the diaper. Oh, no. Oh, no, dipper, right? Dipper, diaper. This map is a hallway. Oh, yeah. What's the other Booyahs? I need more Booyah. I haven't played S-Blast in a while, but I feel like I'm going to get absolutely dominated if I put this on, because I don't know how to play that proficiently. Yeah, what the hell. I'll give it a whirl. Why not? The first way. Dipper, diaper, dipper, dipper. Oh yeah, there's no A in it, right? Diaper has an A, I think. Or am I stupid? I mean, I know I'm stupid, but it's fine. Blast from the past. Wow. Hopefully you're doing well, Akeem. And if you did good, good NP. I mean, I'm not a good NP, but if I do good, I want to make sure I was doing good for my team. Smile. Wiper with a D. Wait, wiper is diaper, then not? Because Y to die, and then PER is per. So diaper. Not? Wiped. The wipe with the dipe. I'm never saying that again. I'm sorry. I'm never saying the words wipe with the dipe ever again. Hold on. No, wow. Anyway. I don't think you usually wipe with a diaper now that I'm thinking about it. You just kind of let the shit happen. Anyway. Gotta have at least one poop or piss joke per turf war and vibe. It's in the contract. And one of the maps are mincemeat and urchin for zones. Inkblot and humpback. Hate bumpback. Also secret option 8 and 9. Oh shit. Oh, I have burst bomb. Wow, okay. I didn't realize I had that. Yippee! I'm cooked. Customize outfits or playing Smash Bros with the homes. Yippee! I haven't played Smash Brothers in a while. The past few times me and Behind the Colonel hung out, we just played Catan. Which Catan is a lot of fun if you're like strategy game. It's like a strategy resource management board game. It's fun. It's definitely up my alley to like sometimes like be like thinking and scheming and be a little silly. Not always, because I like being an airhead a lot of the time. Life is more fun when you don't think sometime. Yippee! Alright, you're free to join. Yippee! You know, folks dipped out. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't think I did too bad with this. 5 and 1. Not terrible at all. I'm surprised. I didn't think I would do fine. Never mind. Oh, I read the same comment twice. I'm so smart. I am heavy weapons inkling. Yippee! Or so during that match we almost instinctively pronounced the end praise as "Oh, Aries." What if they're Pierres? Like, oh, Percy and Pierre. Camp Finding Hearts. Uh-oh. I'm gonna bounce away. I'm stuck. Door stuck. My Rise Kingdom battle recently. It's on my backlog along with Sparks of Hope. Interesting take. I don't know if people agree or not. I don't like Sparks of Hope, but I love Kingdom Battle. I don't know. Just okay. There's this thing in game dev and also just playing a game called the game flow. And one of the major things you don't want to do is to interrupt game flow. You want the game to feel like it flows naturally. The problem with Sparks of Hope is that a lot of the battles take place outside of like the main hub area, right? Like the hub area and the battles take place in two different areas. Like it's like a pocket dimension or something. And the thing that made Kingdom Battle so unique to me or so engaging is that like the overworld was intertwined with like wherever you fought the battles. So like it felt like a seamless transition, which kept my attention more. Versus like Sparks of Hope and the whole pocket dimension thing where you fight felt kind of jarring and interrupted the game flow for me. So I don't like Sparks of Hope for that reason. And what's up, Flagman? Thanks for the raid. Hopefully you and hi Heather as well. Hopefully you're doing well. Violet, that was me. Well, all's fair, love war and turf war. Also, good job, Violet, because you are on my team. So go paint the world a pretty orpal. Tee. Wow. Didn't think I would get that kill off. I was playing the Yoshi game during stream. Oh yeah, that's fun. I enjoyed the new Yoshi game, but I kind of enjoyed the conversation we had a little bit more. I'd still give that game a solid like 7.8 out of 10. Too much, too much water. Just kidding. Just quoting IGN. I still think the Yoshi game's pretty fun. It's definitely like the only thing I have a problem with is, well, actually relating back to the gameplay flow thing. It wasn't as bad as Sparks of Hope, but I don't like how you feel like you have to constantly bounce out of a level, bounce into a new one. I like it better when you just kind of seamlessly go from one level to the next, to the next, to the next kind of thing. We're a little mean. Yippee! I might stick with this weapon for the rest of the stream. I'm not sure yet. Both with a new video game and convention in a month. Yeah, that's true. Star Fox coming out like on the day the convention starts, or like actually on my travel day rather. It's not the day the convention starts, but still. Gotta go grab my laundry. Have fun with the laundering. Is that correct? Is that the right terminology? Is laundering I'm gonna look that up. Is laundering mean doing your laundry, or does it mean something else? Wash and iron. Okay, so laundering is accurate. Yeah, laundering refers to garments, linens, and fabrics that have been washed. It's also a money scheme. Money laundering. Wow. I mean, I was right. I was kind of right. It can refer to it. It's just more commonly stated for money laundering, but enjoy laundering is handling clean clothes. I did just look it up. I just fact checked it. It's weird that I'm using it as a term, but it's not inaccurate. But then again, when is that? You should all be used to that from me. Being a little whimsical with my dialogue options. Both in gaming and IRL. And, you know, streaming. What I mean is like my natural dialogue and then actually choosing the most whimsical option if I have one. Just earlier today, Momochin was like giving me a questionable look because I was like, oh, I'm gonna change my attire. And then she was like, why not just say you're changing your clothes? And I was like, I don't know, attire just sounds better. I'm gonna change my attire sounds way more whimsical than, oh, I need a new change of clothes. I'm going to go back to my chambers to get fresh attire. It can be more whimsy. It's not as bland. I don't like bland dialogue. I like overzealous sometimes. Not all the times, but sometimes. Oh, shitskis. Oh, where'd you come from? Oh shit. Getting jump scared. You see, if I had my roller, I could just smack you with the roller and I would be fine. But no. Me and Rolly are currently on a break because I said I want to see more Booyah bombs in my life. So sad. Oh! Wait, did YouTube do a stupid? Hold on, I need to check something. I think YouTube did a stupid maybe. Well, again, YouTube keeps doing stupids. I need to make sure YouTube didn't do a stupid because there was something I had where I could see the timestamps. Okay, no, for some reason YouTube just flicked it back off. Why did it do that? I like seeing the timestamps of whenever someone left a live chat comments to see if they must have like pushed something to turn off the timestamps in my live chat. I like seeing the timestamps of when people comment so that I know like, oh, did I respond to that? Did I yap recently to that or did I miss it? It helps me not miss comments as frequently. They might have like flicked off the setting when in an update, which is something that can happen. I'm gonna swap these. Let's go. You know, I had to flip back on a setting. I thought it was already on, and it either flicked off on its own or something else happened. Never know with YouTube. I mean, they're both pretty bad. I don't want to talk about politics because that's a whole can of worms, but they're both not good. They're both pretty bad. But I don't really feel comfortable opening that can of worms. We sometimes reply to something, and by the time the streamers looked at it, they forgot what they even said. Yeah, no, it helps with the timestamps a little bit. So that's why I like to have it on. Whee! This way. Not the splatter color. I think we have randoms on the other team, so there might be a splatter color, which is frustrating. Till depths do us part. I kind of want to ask y'all a question, but I don't know if I should say this for a VR chat and chill or what. there's a maybe I could generalize the question and maybe dive deeper into it during VR. Booyah! Go for it? Okay, bet. Basically, generalized question. Is it cringe to think of hypothetical vows when I'm not like my own like version of vows, more or less, because I'm not really religious, but I want to like think of something if I ever promise someone something. If that makes sense. I kind of want to think of my own version of it that's more me. That's more from my soul to their soul. Is that too cheesy? I don't... Yeah, like marriage vows, but like I don't even know who I'd marry. It's just like more of like a thought of like, okay, what is something that I could say that's more impactful? That's like not something... I don't want to have something that was already written by someone else. I want something directly from my soul, you know, from my soul speaking to their soul, promising, you know. I don't know. I don't even know who that special someone will be one day, or even if I will find someone special, but that's kind of something that like happens in the back of my head too sometimes when I see like, well, like the whole like I just binge watched Steven Universe and like Garnet's wedding and stuff. They had their own like version of their own vows, and it made me think a little bit too. Like, what would be some of the things that I would say and promise? You ever heard of this? Thanks. For once, I'll just take it and say thanks. I don't know. I'm just a dork. I'm a random nerd. I don't know if I'll ever find someone. And if I do, that's the kind of thoughts that I can sometimes daydream about. Especially when I hear stuff like love songs, you know what I mean? And nerds and dorks are adorable. I mean, you're not wrong, but still. I don't know why I'm thinking. You know why I'm thinking about this? Because the song's literally called "Till Death's Do Us Part." That's the only reason why this thought is coming out. Apparently, my soul like just knows certain things, and it's like, okay, I know the name of the song, and then it's like, oh, hey, remember how many times we've thought about this? You should totally talk about this just because it's something to talk about. And welcome back, Ash. Uh-oh. Yahoo! It's hard to control my voice right now. I'm trying to like see if I can like somehow hum as Lynn more so. I just need to figure out her voice, and then if I can hum as her voice. Not quite there. It's almost is. That's something I can work on vocal training, maybe. I can hum and sing as some of my characters. I mean, some of the ones that are very oversells, it's really easy to. Like, if I want to hum as announcer, it's so easy. La-dum, ba-da, la-da, da-dum, da-da-dum. Anarchy Rainbow is our time to shine. It's very simple, you see. Even announcer sounds a little tired, though. Usually announcers all the way up here. Hello, everybody. But there's a little hint of undertone. Is it because I'm burned out? Potentially. Who knows? How do we win that? I don't know. Today's adventure is painting the world with your ink. Has this idea been done before? Whatever, we're out of a suggestion box ideas, so... Power of Piss Ink. Yippee! Piss, a love song. Easily in nights. I can't do the whole song. I'm gonna give up now before I embarrass myself too much. I'm just gonna skip ahead though, because we've been doing a lot of Splatoon lo-fi. I want to get something new. Did you say yummers? I didn't see the message because you backed out. Be so cold to make it in this world. Didn't we already listen to Natural? I think we listened to Natural already. Hold on, why is it repeating? Natural, we already listened to you. Let's get something else up in here. You know what? We haven't listened to Radioactive in a bit. Let's do that. In my bones, love to make system blow. Welcome to the new age. Look at the people piss. I mean, I'm assuming the same. I mean, I know Steve Universe has his own color scheme, kind of, but like, I'm assuming that would stay the same. Unless you mean like the gems, but the gems don't really need to piss. Unless they eat, because Amethyst did say that she pisses in the ocean. Radioactive, radioactive. Wee! Yummer. Lit in my bones to make my system low. Welcome to the new age. To the new age. To the new age. Oh, they said Splatoon universe. I thought they said Steven universe. I need to clean my glasses. I would assume it would be the same as the ink color. My glasses are not. What's up? I'm Jack. I'm 24. I can't read. You gotta understand, sometimes I read a comment at a quick glance, and sometimes I just read the wrong words. I saw S, and I saw a T, and I saw universe, so my brain read it as Steven Universe. So, yay. Do, 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 do. No, I didn't know there's that there. I would have put the wall elsewhere. This isn't gonna go well. This isn't gonna go well. Just kidding. I'm alive. Yippee! Ah, I can duck behind the wall in time. Splatoon universe. Steven universe. Splatoon Steven universe. Wow. The gems could just be Octarian, maybe. And then, like, the Diamond Authority is just the Great Octavio Empire or something. What would the cluster be? Probably something like a bunch of tentacles. Or a bunch of, like, Inkling souls combined. Or no, a bunch of... I don't know. That's a really good thought, though. That would be a fun AU to explore. A combination of Splatoon and Steven Universe. Yeah, maybe the cluster could be sanitized Octolings. Yeah, because of the blender, that's true. Like, all the cluster and force fusion experiments could just be the sanitization. That's a good thought. I love curb music. I'm surprised we started to try Nouveau before L3D. We love keeping a pistol by our side. Yippee! Mr. Grizz and Salmon? They could. I don't know. Maybe it's not the Great Octavio Authority. Maybe it would be like a combination of like Octavio, Salmon, and like something else. I don't know. There's a lot you can do. Okay, what is going on with my live chat? I'm seeing... What? Oh, why is this auto-translate turned on? It automatically will turn some of your words into something else, and I have to hover over it to see the actual what you type. Why is auto translate turned on? I turned that shit off for every other. Oh, because I reused the old settings for stream and it's on by default. That's why. We have not done a Splatoon stream in so long. The auto translate feature wasn't a thing. It's such a dumb feature too. It doesn't even translate properly. It's like a really bad Google Translate. It'll randomly turn things like someone yelling Corb into like another language, and it's frustrating. Once again, YouTube, Alphabet Inc., Google does not cook and makes things more difficult for creators. Lovely. Translating English into weirder English, more or less. It's not even weirder English. It's like, it looks like a Chinese character. And so whenever I hover over it saying Corb, it takes Corb, puts a Chinese character next to it, and then says body bag. So it somehow turned Corb into another language and then translated back into English to say body bag instead of Corb. It's so weird. It's such a bad feature. Again, YouTube not cooking. Go figure. Shocking. Fork found in kitchen. It's literally, that's pretty much what's happening, I think. It's like misinterpreting it, translating it into a different language, and then translating it back to English, and then spitting out something random. Ow. Wow. Yeah, we gotta see if I can turn it off midstream. If I can't, YouTube's just really stinky. Gonna see if I can turn off this awful feature, 'cause YouTube thinks when it comes to adding stuff no one wants. I don't know why they're like this, but it drives me up a wall. I don't know how to fix it. I'm in YouTube Studio trying to see what I can do. Why, oh, why are they like this? Why, oh, why can't I fix it? I can't fix it midstream. Go figure. Thank you, YouTube. Again. One time we said goodbye in Vic's chat, it got translated to as a kissing emoji somehow. Yeah, no, it's such a bad feature. This is why I try to turn it off. But because this is an old stream, it got like reused the settings. And by default, because the feature didn't exist, it turned it on. Like it's English vote with sheep noises. You know, I don't get why. It would take that. It took Corb and turned it into body bag for some reason. Like Kirby, but with an O. And then somehow translate to body bag. It's such a bad feature. At handles a lot of chat and auto translations. Yeah, no, those are some of them for sure. I hate that they removed the like and dislike. I can't see the like to dislike ratio even in YouTube Studio anymore. You know what they replaced it with? Seeing revenue. Notice how my voice down pitched so much. That just shows how negative it is. It's like I'm not even like doing my like voice I'm like naturally happy with doing. It just like it's such a negative thing or such an inconvenience to me that it just my voice down pitches because of how bad it is. I do not like I want to actually see like folks like counts and stuff easier. But no, instead of seeing the like ratio easier, they made it to see the revenue easier. And the only place I can actually see the like count better is like on mobile YouTube Studio, not on desktop. It's so infuriating. It's like, of course, all YouTube seems to care about is making money. Ugh. So infuriating. And hi, Orwolf. Hopefully you're doing well. You know, the fact that it's called a display name and it doesn't show the display name, it shows the handle. That's the dumbest thing. It's called a display name. Display it. It's not hard. It's literally called a display name for a reason. It's so that you actually display that shit instead of like not doing so. It should be called an undisplayed name because it doesn't display it anywhere. YouTube Satan grab. I mean, I would rather that. There should be changes that be undone, honestly. The auto translate and like is so bad because it's AI. Go figure. And then freaking I hate seeing revenue shoved in my face so much. This is a passion. This is what I would do to like make a difference in the world. I don't ever do it for revenue. I never want to do it for revenue. It's the dumbest thing. Trying to prioritize that when all I care about is playing video games with y'all and hanging out. Hi, Limestone. Oh, shoot, wait, am I getting rated? Hi, Sky. Hi, Greg. Shoot, thank you all. Y'all all were doing a collab. Cool. Hopefully you had a good hangout session. Nice to see you two, Sky and Greg and Steph and, of course, Limestone. And Skipper Roth. Thank you for the raid. Nobody, wait, you're one of my mods. Oh, wait, Sky's also a mod. Sky. Could you please do me a solid and grab each other's links? Please promote yourself. Drop a link to your channel, Sky, and drop a link to Greg. It has been so long. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy almost end of May. We're almost to a new month. Hopefully you're all doing well. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep going then. I was gonna like wrap things up soon. I'll go for another half hour. We'll go till 10:30. We'll call it at 10:30. Yeah, it has been a while. Hopefully you're, life's treating y'all good. Hopefully, summer's going good. Almost to June, or it's technically spring. Sorry, not summer. But hopefully your spring's going well. Even though I don't know apparently what month it is. Let's see. The only weapons I haven't played is Machine and Hydra, so I'll bounce to those two. It has been. Say that again. That again. I said that again. That's what you wanted, right? Actually, it was awesome. Good to hear, Greg. Glad you two had fun. It's always nice to hear that when buddies hang out with buddies and have a good time. All right, dropping into Mahi Mahi and Museum. I'm not silly or puppy, grr. Not trues. I gotta sell promo? There we go. There's the links to Sky and Greg. Go check both of them out. They're good buddies. They're good creators. Check them out. Drop a sub if you don't know them. They're really cool. Super chill folks. Greg says the most random things ever, and it's really silly. And Sky's just overall good vibes. So, again, check them out. Who are these? Who are you people? This is Patrick yelling. Yeah, no, you were from the raid, teehee. Alright, it's Mahi Mahi. Duh, small map. For Gower. Gosh, I love Animal Crossing music so much. Okay. This way. Feels weird being back in Splatoons after so long of not Splatooning. I've been not splatting or tuning at all. I have a sudden addiction to heavy splatling, so understandable. I like bouncing around weapons way too much. There's a running gag that I'm have an open marriage with my roller, because roller's technically my main in all 3 Splatoon games, but I kind of dapple in other weapons. And I like doing little gimmicks too, like, oh hey, tonight I'm just, you know, only Booyah bombing. You also exclusively play Squiffer. Wow. But hopefully you're having fun with the heavy now that you're playing that. You got a Squiffer degree to open marriage? Yeah! That's me with my roller. I have an open marriage with my roller. Members, cue the Jack roller kiss. And hopefully you're doing well too, Alex. I see you dropping in. Good evening to you as well. Are on a break right now, but they are still my one true love. Understandable. Thank you, nobody, for dropping in the Jack roller kiss. What lo-fi is this? I need to check this one. I think this is a newer one too. Uh-oh. Wow. This is... Oh, it's Animal Crossing. I didn't recognize this Animal Crossing because I only really played New Leaf and... Wow, I'm just getting camped. This is the part of Splatoon that's not fun. Mains, yes. Couldn't really do Jack there. I like Joseph because I like could never not stick to a weapon for a long time. I'm kind of similar to Joseph, but the problem is I just fell off of Splatoon. Genuinely, there's way too other games on my backlog I'd rather play. There's my May I Stream series. I just kind of fell off of Splatoon. I still love Splatoon. I kind of got demotivated a lot. Like if you saw me in my heyday though, I was doing so much trying to 3-star every weapon in the game. That was like college days though. I think it was honestly since I got out of college, I haven't really done as much Splatoon. And I think it's a huge factor of just the game not getting as much frequent updates and events, as well as just IRL stuff. Yes, hydration, important. Oh yeah, Greg and Sky are both friends of mine. I've known those two for, gosh, how long? A while. And they had a collab together, which is cool. So they decide to raid together, which, again, thank you all for being here. If you don't know who I am, although I think I've seen like all of y'all before, I don't think introductions are in order, but just in case, I am Jack. I go by they, them, and I am one half of Jackogień. Ochin, my other half, is my little persona for everything non-Splatoon. Everything Splatoon is handled by me, Jack. You know, this Sona you're seeing. It's all one soul, but it's like just the soul reflecting differently. So it's two mascots, 2 Sonas representing myself. Only watch Skipper play Splatoon. Even he has moved on. If he is playing Splatoon, it is usually Splatoon 1 on Pretendo. I should do a Pretendo stream again. I love all 3 Splatoons, but I don't know. it's really hard for me to get back into playing consistently. I want to think of maybe more ideas I can do for Turf War and Vibe. Something that, like, doesn't frustrate me. Or maybe I don't need a gimmick. Maybe I could go back to how I used to do it. Back in the day, I just did, like, Turf War and Vibe, number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so on and so forth. Maybe I could go back to just doing episode streams, more or less, where I just slap a number to it, and it's just, hey, this is Turf War and Vibe session, I don't know, 25. No, we're way above 25, but, like, Turf War and Vibe number, I don't know, probably we're up to 70 something. Not 100% sure. Falling out of Splatoon. What's the interest in Raiders? Probably not that much. Yeah, no, most people will probably just be playing Raiders, but I don't think that Splatoon 3 will surge at all unless there's a content update. Which it is possible they drop, you know, some third kits or something just to celebrate. But I also doubt it. Knowing how Splatoon is, yeah. They're very sporadic. Trust in third kids part 2. Maybe, Mike, but we'll see. Hopefully you're doing well, Seb. I've fallen off Splatoon so hard, it's not even funny. Something to get me back into it. Maybe I should try going for Anarchy again, but the problem with me streaming Ranked or Anarchy is I take things way too hard. I beat myself up over playing Splatoon and not being good enough and trying to live up to expectations. That's another reason why I fell off too, I'm pretty sure, is I tried to be good enough. And then I felt like I wasn't good enough. So less casual than Splatoon, yeah, less casual than Splatoon 2 and 1 for sure. Splatoon 3 is definitely more comp centric. I fell off, legit falls off. Yeah, Splatoon 2 was a lot more casual. And also, you can run private battles better. That's a major reason why I only played Splatoon 3 more so when I was active. I played Splatoon 2 more so when it wasn't active, because I could actually host private battles. I can't do that. I could, hypothetically, but theoretically, I can't. Because anyone can just hold down that stupid button combination and just close the game midway through. I hate that with a burning passion. It is the stupidest thing they ever added. If only the host of the lobby could do it, it would be perfectly fine. But the fact that anyone in the private battle game can just hold down those stupid buttons and force end a game in the middle of you playing it, it's so dumb. It's so infuriating. I would be so much more motivated if I could do what I did back then. Have a mix of Turf War and private battles, maybe. That was a good balance. Now I can only really do Turf War, and it's... Other channels never see that. Well, it happens. It happened a few too many times for me. It happened one too many times, and I just kind of snapped. And when I mean snap, I mean less yelling, more of like me dropping my controller, saying, "Okay, I'm done. Bye, chat," and ending stream. It drove me up a wall. Didn't make that a thing. I think it was for competitive, where if someone didn't follow the competitive rules, anyone could just end the game so that, you know, they can have a proper restart. It really was made as a comp feature, I'm pretty sure. And it just... they didn't think it through, clearly. They didn't think it through for everyone. Which, story of Nintendo's life, I feel like. When it comes to them adding features, they don't consider everyone, I think, and that's a problem. I'm telling you, as game dev though, you gotta think of every possibility. You gotta think how a feature will be used, when it will be used, for what reasons could it be used. Troubleshoot it, beta test it, think it through. But it feels like that doesn't happen. Or if it does happen, it happens very minimally. At the same time, a game for everyone is a game for no one. That's true. But I don't know. I feel like there's definitely ways to go about things though. I had an idea for something. I wrote it out on paper. And I think it's a half decent idea. Basically, have two anarchies happening, right? Two anarchy open, or like anarchy open and then anarchy open with friends. No, that's what it was. It was League. I completely forgot League existed. Okay. I've been so Splatoon 3 coded, I forgot Leagues used to be a thing. But anyway, I digress. There's an easy fix in my head that I wrote out a whole idea for, and I might make it a proper discussion video. But I have an idea of what if instead of, you know, just having Anarchy Open, which Anarchy Open is a hot mess if you did not know. It is a combination of people just wanting to hop in with friends as a squad, people meme teaming, and then legitimate competitive people. There's an easy fix where you could definitely make League be more competitive based and then make Anarchy Open more of the casual base. That way League is directed towards the people who want to be competitive, who are fighting for like a league power, while Anarchy Open doesn't have that power and you just kind of play it. Exactly. That's the thing. That's the problem with Anarchy Open. It's filled with too many players that want different things. That's why I'm proposing they should have had League and Anarchy Open be two separate things. And then what they can do is have it be the same map pool, right? So it feels like people aren't missing out. League and Anarchy Open can be the same maps and modes, so it doesn't take away with too many map and mode combinations. And then that way you can hop in Anarchy Open and play casually with friends. Or if you're more competitive, you can go into League and try to work towards a league power. You know, Splatoon 3, I get the idea of Splatoon 3 wanting to be like a melting pot of the entire community, but the execution misses the mark a lot. And it's caused a lot of like splitting between the casual and comp scene. I can't find matches on the series. I have to deal with very competitive people when I'm trying to rank up easy. Yeah, no, it's like, I don't know. It's a hot mess is what it is. My actual work, I heard the League argument before, but always question what happens with League maps and modes if it's not a competitive taste. Yeah, no, that's fair. So the easier solution is just, okay, make Anarchy Open and League be the same map and mode pool, then. Make it be the same thing, except one's more casual based and one's more comp based. I feel like that would work. Or at least it would be better than what we currently have. Which is, well, it's actual anarchy. It's an actual mess. It's, I don't know, there's a huge divide when it comes to the casual and comp scene. I know I said that already, but like just to reinstate that point, I've tried, like there's some competitive folks out there who are really open-minded and considerate and really awesome folks. Like I've had conversations with folks who are like that. And then I had people where when we tried to mix and mash content creators and competitive players before, there was some belittling. Literally, me and somebody else, another creator, were called dead weight because we aren't competitive people and we're just playing for fun in a for fun tournament that was, you know, creator and comp tournament. Those kind of tensions and those kind of demeanors and attitudes and lack of respect isn't great for any community. And yeah, that was a very negative experience I've had with Splatoon 3. Ooh, Cold of the Lamb music. Yeah, I just... Obviously, when it comes to a community, I want the community to be together. I want the community to be understanding and open and inclusive. And for a while, in some aspect, a lot of aspects actually, it felt like that was the case with Splatoon. But because, like, you know, Splatoon's whole vibe is that we're expressing ourselves. We're just hanging out. We're existing. A lot of the lore of, like, trying to learn and accept others, that's, like, built into Splatoon's DNA. But still, I feel like some people don't get that. And hi, Nettie. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, wait, hold on. Nettie! There we go. I always do the announcer voice for Nettie because, like, saying her name with the announcer voice just rolls off the tongue. So nice. So whenever I see Nettie or Nettie pops in, I have to do the Nettie! You and my comp team, we all had fun and just tried our best. Next time, instead of yelling and shouting about our loss or, you know, being a douche about it, you know, right? You could definitely be like, just, you know, like, ah, dang, we gave it our all. Good try, team. That's a good thing to do. From earlier, I never like reposting messages. Oh yeah, sure, sorry. Then again, wait, hold on. But then again, a lot of comp I see is from Twitter. So, oh yeah, true, Twitter. It's just toxic in general. Let me turn into a casual solo experience and League can take the team aspect. Yeah, no, I like that too. Like, just like League can be more team-based while Anarchy Open can be more so hanging out with friends or viewers. I like to just, like, you know, I would love to just, I tried doing Anarchy Open with viewers and it wasn't too bad. It just, you know, there's definitely those moments where it's just like, oh, this is a comp team. Oh, okay, well, we're getting floored. Okay. We gave it our all. There's a few times we beat comp teams while playing Anarchy Open with viewers, but, you know. You can find any person, so, like, one bad apple doesn't represent them all, but I do see more negative outlooks than good. You know, that's true. Again, like, not the entire comp scene's negative, not one aspect of the community. I'm not gonna... One of my biggest things, I don't want to ever generalize. I don't want to generalize things. I'm just speaking from personal experience. I can see that there are some divides in the community. And I know that casual versus comp is like an overarching thing that does exist. From personal experience as well. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry I miss messages sometimes. I'll be honest with you, that's probably one of my biggest flaws of a creator, and I do apologize for that. I sometimes am ramble, and I miss messages. I try very hard. I very much do, but I'm still... How do you think I sometimes say I don't think I deserve to be anyone's favorite creator? I don't, because I'm such a bozo. But that's fine. How about both? You know, like, that's honestly a good mindset to have. It's just like, dabbling in all sides of community is fun. Because you're a bozo. Nuh-uh. Nah, not allowed. You're not allowed to be. I'm not allowed to be anyone's favorite. Grr. Oh, Hoenn! It's been a minute. Hopefully you're doing well. Nice to see ya. Uh-oh. I saw that bomb at my foot. I was like, there's nothing I could do. Whee! Oh. If he streamed, yeah, no. Let Barry cook. 0.7. This is Cold of the Lamb? Yep, this is Cold of the Lamb. I'm not a cute Pearl, Cherry, and Violet, but grr. Yeah, no, this is Cold of the Lamb for sure. Most streamers can't read every message. Yeah, I mean, I try. I heard 7 and got scared. No. Yeah, this thing's called Praise the Lamb is like the main theme. Praise the Lamb. I actually got not this. There is some custom songs and made inspired from Cold of the Lamb that's on vinyl, and I have the vinyl record of it. Got 4 eyes to see everything, so that'd be expected. I mean, true, but still. Very sweet, makes you very nice to hang out with. Aw, thanks. That that was actually really sweet of you. That I'll take that compliment just because I just got a warm feeling in my soul reading that one. So I'm not even gonna like grr that one. That one was like that one I'll accept. How dare you not do a dramatic reading of every message? Harumph, harumph. I'm gonna read that one like I'm an actor. I still need you to add on Discord as a friend. Ooh, wow. Okay, I'm not cute! You shush you! Once you get big, it's impossible to even attempt that. That's why I kind of hope to not get really too big ever. I kind of just want to be able to, you know. I'm not cute. Anyway, no, genuinely, that's probably one of the reasons why I don't ever, like, I remember, it was like one of the first VR chat and chills. We were at the Black Cat in that, like, little pub world. And, like, I think someone mentioned about, like, oh, don't you want to be a big shot? And I was like, no, I don't want to be a big shot. It was like, I'm worried that it won't feel as genuine, you know? It won't feel the same. I like how this feels. I feel like I'm having, like, conversations with just a good chunk of folks, you know? It feels more, what's the word for it? Like, interpersonal? I don't know. I don't know if that's the right wording for it, but it's like, it feels, I don't know. I don't know if interpersonal is the right word. Be a little shot then. I'm not cute. I'm not gonna be a cute shot. Now's your chance to be a cute shot. More interactive? I would say so. Interactive, I think, it still doesn't sound like the right word quite. It's like right there. I need to look up the definition of interpersonal. What I'm trying to say is, like, it feels like I'm able to, like, get to know y'all a little bit better. Like, I can actually communicate more fluently because we can, like, talk about things, and I can, like, remember things easier. Like, just, I don't know. Like, in a platonic, like, not parasocial, but, like, friendly. Be more friendly because I get to interact more with more folk. You know what I mean? I guess friendly is a good way of just putting it. Just, like, become more friendly. if I get too big, it's hard to like give everyone the same equal amount of attention, you know what I mean? Because I want to give everyone proper attention, because y'all are giving me attention by just being here. So I want to give some of that attention back and properly interact. I don't know. I'm not saying this right. I'm not good at articulating my emotions sometimes, but like y'all are here watching the stream and interacting with me, and I want to kind of give some of that interaction back to y'all so you feel heard and seen, because I want everyone to feel heard and seen here. Interactive sounds right. Yeah, no, I wanted to be more interactive, I guess is a good word for it. I don't know. I just don't want anyone to... Alright, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't want anyone to feel not heard or seen, because I know that feeling, and I don't want to give that to anyone. You know? I want folks to know that I see y'all, know that y'all are here, and know that we're hanging out. Get to interact more often with the streamer. That's true. I guess I'll call it just, it feels more interactive then. That way I can just like yap to y'all's easier. If there's too many of y'all's, I feel like, oh, I need to drink a lot more water. I wanted to try to address everyone properly. Most people don't get a chance to say interact with streamer because there's just too many messages on the screen the streamer can process. You know that. I guess, yeah, we'll stick with interactive then as the terminology for it. I think that works. Yeah, like, I want to interact with y'all, and I don't want, you know, I don't really want to, like, quote-unquote play favorites. I don't know, it's hard to word. I don't want anyone feeling like, I don't want anyone feeling unfair, like I'm being unfair, because I want to be the most fair and interactive to y'all, because y'all are the reason why I do this. And I want to give back properly. That's the best way I can word. Ah, Demons. My first favorite song. Well, thank you, Mike. I try to be. I can sign. It's where my demons hide. Where my demons hide. The clouds are folding. So we see a painted gold. Dreams all fading. Rooms we made of the worst of all. Run still. Spoon's interesting? Yeah, it's fun. It's unlike any other game, really. You have like soda bombs. You have... I'm literally using a washing machine. It's neat. Ever since I saw it at E3 2014 presentation, I knew this game was really different. That's why I want to get my hands on it so bad. I'm glad I did, because Splatoon kind of changed my life. Hopefully you're doing well, Cinnamon Toasty. If Kid and Squid is the rhyme, what would it be for Octo? Octo and... something Dotto? I don't know. Uh-oh. My hand hurt. I should wrap it up. I don't want to, because we were just getting into a good conversation. At the subject of how large a creator is, can you please? Oh yeah. Sometimes people don't get a chance to say interact. You know, I thought I addressed that one. I just kind of didn't read it out loud, but I like responded to it, I thought. Oh, I didn't mean to keep going. You know, you said about them having too many messages on the screen. I addressed that. I didn't. Oh, the different one. I still feel like interactive is a good descriptor. I feel like parasocial is correct, but a good version of parasocial. I thought I addressed that one too. How about me not having 4 eyes? Did not send. Interact is a good descriptor. People will get a chance to interact with the streamer. Yeah. Oh no, this one here. I think I didn't say this one. I mean, there's a charm that small content creators have than bigger creators, and it's due to the small scale. Is that accurate? Is that the one I missed? Sorry. Again, video game moment. I'm trying really hard here, genuinely. Sorry if I miss. It might have been because my brain saw Cinnamon Toasty join and I was like, ooh, new folk join. I should prioritize that. I don't know. There's a lot of subconscious stuff that happens in the brain, especially when I've been doing this for so long and I'm just... At my core, the center of my soul, I am a people pleaser. I want to do my very best to make everyone happy. Like the message had an interesting point. No, it does. That's true. There's a certain whimsy to it, which is why I want to keep going. I want to keep doing this, but I don't know if I ever want to get quote unquote big. I would love to do this for a living, but I don't want to do it in a way that drives me away from why I started, if that makes sense. I'm successfully making folks happy. Well, thanks. I'm trying. And to answer your question, Cinnamon Toasty, Splatoon is one of my favorite games of all time. There's a reason why I have 2,500 hours in it, but there's so many other games I love to play too. So many games from my past. So many story-based games that are really sentimental. Even if the playtime doesn't reflect it. So... Splatoon's like legit the only game you played. That's so valid and fair though. Is larger than the average viewer and a lot of people type there. Yeah, true. You improved my upset mood from earlier. Well, that's good. I'm glad I could do that at least. I don't know. I kind of wish I was not Turf War and vibing because obviously we did that. I kind of wish I was VR chatting right now. Average streamer, not viewer. Yeah, no, sorry. Average streamer. But I kind of wish I was VR chatting right now because during my VR chat, we just literally talk about life. I could go on so many rants and rambles about being a streamer and what it means to me and what I'm trying to do. And yeah. Only here for you playing Splatoon, I guess. But that's still fair. It still helps me out. It still supports me as a creator, even if it's you have your preferences. Love your rants and rambles. Well, thanks. I don't know. It's a lot. That's all I'll say. I'm just gonna keep on going and keep on doing the things I love, which is streaming in general. Splatoon's a big part of my identity. Obviously, I would just be Ojin the Wolf, not Jackogień, if I didn't do Splatoon. And yeah, I just appreciate y'all joining tonight, playing Turf War, watching Turf War, just being part of this stream. means a lot to me. Tomorrow we continue our grind with May I Stream though. Probably starting around 7:30 tomorrow. I'm doing a horror game called Cold Front. I've never even really heard of it, but we're gonna try it because it's a suggestion. And you know, we just kind of roll with whatever folks want to do with May I Stream. That's the whole point of May I Stream. So, yay. Thank you all for tonight. I think I already said that, but I'm just restating it if I didn't. So, there's too many people there. Gosh darn it. If I had a bigger, that's one thing I would like if I was a bigger content creator. I would love to raid Legends of Evantris. They're currently live with their D&D session, but they're way too big of a creator. I can't raid them. I don't see anyone else live. Oh wait, Vic. Vic has 64. We'll go to Vic. We're gonna go to Vic. There we go. That's somebody we can give support to. #JackRaid. I have found your channel recently. These streams are so chill and make me happy. Well, happy to provide Cinnamon Toasty. Yeah, I love yapping and I love chilling. My chill streams are all about that. So happy to have you aboard. Dude, Envy right now. We're just Jack raiding. We're gonna go over to Vic. Vic's salmon running, so we'll go over there, drop a Jack raid, and you know, wish her a good night. I hope all y'all have a good night. Cutie patootie raid, no, like a cutie patootie raid. That's not it. But have a good one, everyone. Peace, love, and good vibes. I'll see you all tomorrow for May I Stream if you want to join. If not, in general, have a good one. Take care. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye-bye. Whee!